Good morning, my beautiful stars. I hope you are all well, and hopefully, I've got everything set up correctly here. So, give me a thumbs up if you guys can actually hear me. I just want to double check that we've got all our sound and everything 100% hunky dory. Okay, let's see who we've got in the chat so far. Let's just have a look here. Hello, Cynthia from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. Hello, Heather. Good morning. Good morning. How are you in Hobsonville this morning? Then we've got Silver Sue here. How are you doing? Um, Cynthia Dodge. Good morning. Then hello, Ben from a sunny and humid Kentucky. Summer solstice indeed, yes. And here for us it's winter solstice. And so how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well and you're all chitty chatty and everything. We'll just wait for some more people to come in, and I'm just making sure that I have got everything in here. Because as you can see, I've already got some cards on the table here. And that's all going to be to do with the solstice, as well as how the dark souls, because I cannot find that comment from the viewer, but I've noted it down. And it was all about dark souls and how dark souls um, fit into the whole equation and how everything works. So we'll just go from there, and we'll just play, and we'll just wait and see who else is joining us here in the chat. Let me just have a look. Let me just move this across. Hello, Find Me in the Forest. How are you doing? Glad to see you could join us. And then Paula Dunn from Lancashire in the UK. Hello, Vivian. How are you doing from Boston? Hello, Lucy Sterling, 65 from Edinburgh. How are you doing today? I've sort of set an hour aside here for us, roughly, but we'll just see how it goes. It might go over, it might go under. You guys might get bored of me. And for those people who are up late, thank you very much for staying up late. As I said, I'm trying to find a time that sort of works for everybody, and I know that a Monday morning I still catch a lot of the people from sort of like the western side and the northern hemisphere. I sort of catch you guys sort of in the evening and still on Sunday. But for us here in New Zealand and Australia, we've already gone on to a Monday morning. So let's just see how it goes. Weekends, I'm thinking of maybe doing something maybe on a New Zealand Saturday, or even a New Zealand Sunday, but that is normally a little bit difficult for me because we've normally got a lot of things on the weekend, and yes, and living on a boat, it's quite confined spaces, so I can't just run into a room and go close the door off. Otherwise everything else and everybody else has got to come to a standstill. And just a heads up, Mr. Zorro was up early this morning and bouncy, bouncy, bouncy around, and now he has had breakfast and everything. He had quite an early breakfast, and now he's gone straight through to the bedroom and fast asleep. So he might wake up during this and wanted to come and be a good boy and come and have some water and have his little whittles. And thank you to every single one of you for all the loving support that you've given me, and all the prayers gone out for Zorro. Things seems to be on the up and up. So yes, let's have a look. Hello, Diane's 3 from Texas. I've got Kelly M from 2 p.m. in the West Coast in Canada. Hello, who else is here? I'm just trying to see here. Hello, Sue. How are you doing? From a hot, sticky UK. Yeah, Silver Sue, yes, he is on the mend. We're still sort of sitting, we're not 100% sure what is causing everything. But he's now on his supplement of potassium. And yeah, it's this they come in little sachets like this. So I've got to tear this open, and then I've got to divide it into four bits. He refuses to have it on his food. It's got no scent, it's got no real taste, but the only thing is I found that the minute it gets wet, it almost gets like a soury milk smell to it. So that is probably what he picks up once it gets mixed onto his food. So I've now got to put it in the big syringe, put a little bit of water in it, mix it up, and then hold him so he can have it. Otherwise, he will not eat his food. So, and every meal now gets a little bit of extra salt into it as well, and that seems to be doing the trick so far. He's got a lot more energy, and hopefully he's putting on a little bit of weight, because we've always had a problem getting him to put on weight, but it's most probably because of the sodium and potassium levels that cause that. So let's see how we go. He's got to go for more blood tests, but I'm a little bit iffy with the vet that we had him at, because I've subsequently had some conversations with different people, and just had some experiences, and apparently this vet knows how to lay up the charges and charge and charge and charge. I was actually horrified to find out what some other emergency vets charge compared to this one. So I am trying to get him into a different vet at the moment, so that they can just give me a second opinion, because I'm sorry, every single time these blood tests, it's like $200. Boom, thank you very much. Whereas I was told over the weekend as well, there is another vet. I mean, and they charge her for an emergency at night. All tests, all medicines, everything was $500, and that was all the blood tests done there as well. So, but in any case, who else have we got here? I'm just having a look here. Ronan Mary, hello. Hello, Jennifer PP60J. Jennifer, we do have pet insurance. We actually had him on some pet insurance, but because he's still so young, we only had him on the dental and basic visits. But I've upped that now and increased it now. But unfortunately, this vet that we currently at, you've got to pay up front, and then you've got to claim it back from your pet insurance. Which, yeah, it still puts you in a predicament, but at least you're getting some money back at the end of the day. But yeah, so we're going to see, because apparently the new vet, my groomer has told me about this vet before, but he was having his annual checkup was due now in July. and we were going to get him into to the other vet, but now we had this emergency, and unfortunately, there's not very many emergency vets open. But I've now found two other emergency vets. Um, and four different people have told me about one up in Albany, in Auckland, which is apparently really, really good. And they are very, very um, reasonable with their charges. Hello, Tactical Cat. How are you doing? Um, Hello. Yeah, I take it, Cat. I see you from Pennsylvania. Is there anybody else I've missed here thus far? And do give us a like when you come in, so that we can see, because I see I've got a lot of people here, um, in the chats, but the like. So as you come in, just give us a thumbs up. Uh, yes, yes, I have, and I'm also going on, with regards to the vets. I've actually going on personal experiences of what friends of ours have told us as well about some of these vets, and they're apparently really good. I mean, especially the one that my pet groomer told me about, which is also in Cumu. Apparently, he is phenomenal. So yes, and I go a lot on word of mouth with regards to this as well, because he currently is with a different day-to-day event. But he does not like going there. He That vet he just does not like. So that's why we've got to get him onto to something else. Hello, Flipper Chick. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Faraway or is it Faraway for you? Hello, how are you? Um, yeah, as you guys come in, just give us a like here so that we can see that everybody is hearing. And I'm just trying to see how many viewers have we got so far. I only see 4 likes. I only see 4 likes. Come on, people, give us some likes. Okay, and then also the Southern Star shop is up and running. You should see there's a lot more products. My shop front is still a disaster because I don't know, I keep messing it up. But the products are there, and I'm loading more products as well. I have changed some of the print on demand suppliers because I've actually found one or two others that are a little bit more cost effective, because I'm trying to bring the cost down for everybody. And unfortunately, the only thing that really pushes the price up um, is the shipping and stuff. So that is why I've also moved to a different print on demand, because they can apparently print in your region, like Canada or America or the USA or the UK, and then it will bring down the shipping cost a little bit. But all the prices that you see there should have all the transport included worldwide. So that is all good. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to see here. Vivian, what are you saying here? I'm sure one of my fur babies' name. I have two black cat names. What? Morgana and Vivian. I love it. I love it. Um, um, Then also, I've had some people telling me that they've had issues with the Buy Me a Coffee to log in there to get the free downloads and everything else. I've spoken to Buy Me a Coffee, and everything is all set up. I've checked it last night as well. So if you go and you just click on under the bios, there is a little thingy that says links and stuff with a little more next. If you click on that, the link is there, and it should take you directly through there. But also on some of the videos, I will put the little QR code on there as well. So if you just scan the QR code, it should take you straight through to that. So yeah, I don't know what the issue is, but I've checked it. They've confirmed that everything is working. And then I also had Barbara telling me that it was taking her to something else or the other. I've checked with them because I first thought the account might have been hacked or whatever. And I don't know. It all seems to be running fine. Um, Tactical Cat, the shop in the description. Could somebody give me a Google link to paste in my browser? What I will do is once we hop off this, because I don't know how to do it while we live, I will do a community post. If you pop over there, and I will have both the buy me a coffee as well as the shop link in there, and I have also created a QR code for it as well. So the QR code should take you directly through to that then as well. So I'll do a community post with that in it as well, because I've also checked the shop as well, and that link is working. It pops me directly straight through to the link. So there we go. Hello Cotswolds girl, glad to see you here. Woo! There we go. Okay, let's have a look here. I am just going to have a squizzy here. What is going on here? And I see we are sitting on yay 33 likes at the moment. Okay, guys, I think what we'll do is we'll get into this and start talking about everything that is going on at the moment. And I just want to just do this for a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, shall we begin? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask all of you just to take a moment, just take 2 seconds, and let's just close our eyes for a moment. I'm going to just clear the energy, seeing that we are on the solstice, and I just want to clear the energy, and I just want everybody just to close their eyes for a second, and just when I ding my tuning fork, just take a deep breath in at your own pace. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one last one. Okay. Only love and light and positive energy and positive vibes are coming through here. I'm protected, you protected, and ancestors and guides and guardian angels are with us at the moment. There we go. Let us begin. And on this day, the 22nd of June, 2026, we are sitting in a summer and a winter solstice, depending on where you are, north or south. So for some of you, it is still the 21st, and that is why I wanted to do it, so that we're sitting on the 21st here. And no matter where you are right now, we are all just standing together. And it is quite an immense cosmic turning point. And the physical sun is almost pausing in the sky. And it is almost like the veil is really thin. And we are anchoring with a call, the great Solstice axis. We are bringing in the deepest, fertile darkness of the south with the highest blinding solar fire from the north. So you see how these two elements actually still work together, where we have got the dark side and the light side, and how the one is outweighing the other one. But I think you guys must admit that many of us are feeling a very intense and crushing weight that's been resting on our shoulders or our chest or on our gut over the last few weeks. And I think we are all feeling a little bit of a heavy block, and we're feeling drained, and there's almost like we're feeling this active denseness, chaotic energies in our everyday lives. And we see macro chaos of the 3D earth plane right now at the moment. And that is why the question was, why are there so many dark souls, so much dark energy going around at the moment? Okay. And this all sort of ties in with everything that is happening here on the 3D earth plane. And it is the constant orchestration, or the division and wars, and we're always asking a deep heavy question: why is there so much unadulterated darkness roaming this physical world? Why does it feel like it is trying to block out the light workers and the light? And it is an absolutely great question. And we'll work through it, and we'll as I'm going to go through this, we'll see why it's happening. But before I'm even going to turn these cards over, because I've put them into two sections, and once I turn them over, you'll see and you'll understand what I'm saying, and it will make things a little bit clearer. And we are hopefully going to expose the exact spiritual architecture of this battlefield, and we are going to look at how a cosmic corruption created this 3D trap. Why these dark souls are roaming so desperately right now. And note when I say that, they are roaming desperately. And exactly how we are going to use today's solstice alignment to shatter the hold over our life force, our strength, our spark. Okay, now let's quickly have a look and see here who else is here that is joined in here. Hello, Lynn Moss, Paula Dunn. Yes, you can breathe out. You don't have to hold your breath. Okay, let us carry on here. Let us understand why and from where this darkness and everything began. Every single soul belongs to an organic soul family. And if you guys haven't seen it, I've done a whole video on soul families, okay? I will link it in the description box afterwards. And we all originated from the exact same infinite ocean of uncorrupted light, the organic source. And then eons and eons and eons ago, there was a massive, highly advanced consciousness. I almost want to say a literal archangelic light source that exercised its free will to separate entirely from the creator. And by breaking away from this infinite vertical stream of the source, this fallen entity lost its ability to receive the eternal life force. And with it being without the eternal life force, it started withering. And it started facing a spiral and a death spiral, and it just kept going down. But this is now where the name of it comes in. We sometimes know him as the fallen angel. We know him as Lucifer. We know him as many, many different names, okay? And it is our way on earth to try and give a name to this, okay? And so what then basically happened is that this entity that was in this death spiral, because it couldn't get more energy from the light force to survive, it started corrupting consciousness built in this artificial inverted copy of a reality, a closed loop. And we experience this in this very dense 3D matrix, because this entity cannot generate light. It requires a battery. And in order to recharge that battery, it traps the organic divine souls inside this density to harvest the life force from us, the humans, okay? And that is where we can understand why we sometimes feel drained, why we sometimes feel that evil is all around us, okay? When a soul is broken down by survival mode, the dark forces don't offer them evil. They offer them a way out of pain through power, control, and domination. And this is then a traumatized soul. And a traumatized soul eventually makes a tragic compromise. And they close their heart center, their heart chakra completely to protect themselves from hurt. And when the heart closes, I think you can all agree, when the heart closes, empathy dies. And the soul enters a predatory state by consistently choosing malice, greed, or manipulation over love. They unconsciously sign a contract with the false architect. The literal spiritual parasite enters their field, overriding the human consciousness. They become entirely dependent on the matrix of this 3D power. Okay. I hope you guys are still with me and it's all making sense. I'm going off notes here because I've done quite a lot of research and I've put quite a lot into this whole thing to pull it all together. I don't want to miss out on anything here. I'm trying to just explain it as much as possible. Okay. But because they are vertically severed from source, they are empty inside. They are starving. And to maintain power, they must feed horizontally on the emotional energy of others. They feed on the dense currency known as the loosh, the energy of fear, shock, and suffering. This is why we see that the innocent are target. Children and animals carry pure, unprotected, high vibrational connection to the true source. And then when a dark soul inflicts terror or harm upon the innocent, They are violently crushing the pristine frequency into raw agony. And this sudden drop in vibration releases an immense, highly potent burst of energy, fueled for the matrix. Wars, global chaos are not accidental political failures. They are mass energetic rituals orchestrated to dump millions upon millions of souls into grief, harvesting loosh over entire geographic ley lines, and keep false and almost keep this false generator running. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of flip these cards so that we can just see how this links in with the tarot cards here. So as you guys can see here, as I said, we are from the one true source. All of us from the one true source. Then there was that break from the true source with the tower moment. And this is the devil. And look how the devil is binding us here in the 3D level. But yet, there is an illumination. If we look at where the high priestess sits, the high priestess still sits in the light and the source, and she knows how to get us out of this trap, because everything here that we see is an illusion. Everything is hidden behind the veil, and we are literally trapped here. And that is how dark souls get trapped, because they have been cut off from the true life source, and now they are feeding on the energies around here. You see how it's feeding on illusions, misconstruings. But we can break free from that at some point. Now, when the physical body dies and that silver cord snaps, and the organic soul naturally rises to the high vibration healing waters. And that is what I call the pool of the seraphim. And this is where your soul and your soul families atone and dissolve their earth armor. And this is where we get rid of all this heavy density. But a dark soul cannot enter these waters. The frequency is too pure to a soul that is coated in a parasitic loosh. True source light feels like, it's almost like a burning fire, is what I would describe it as. And they are held by a vibrational gravity and a lower astral level, trapped by their own fear and inhalations and inhibitions, and they run on this false light traps of the matrix, and it's held in the energetic it's sort of like an energetic, like a leash, until you are forced to back down into another reincarnation loop. And you see how I say that this is the false, and you are tied back, and it is this loop, okay? But remember that the universe does not allow this parasitic cancer to run forever. If a soul completely degrades its divine spark over eons, it faces an absolute disillusion, and it is pulled into the central sun's entirely, and it is deconstructed into spiritual dust. Nothing is wasted, but the identity ceases to exist. The reason that it feels that dark souls are roaming so frantically right now is because they feel like they're winning. It's because the organic source is flooding the planet with uncorrupted plasmic light. And their false sun, the moon, is losing power. The leashes, like these chains around the necks here, are snapping. And they are starving and they are desperate. Now, I want to turn these cards around and you'll see how this now joins in. See, here's the light side now. This is us in the 3D, in the matrix, in the universe, the world, the universe. There's always balance. You see, the death card is not death. It's not an ending. It is the ending of something old and moving on to something new. But in reverse, that is what happens. When this card is in reverse, that is what happens, and it returns them back to the sun, the soul, completely. Okay? But there is always balance. And this is what sort of ties in with the pool of the seraphim. We are here, and we are, as light workers, we are here. You see the light workers? We are here to balance things out. And this is what then brings me into the judgment here. We are all called up when that little silver cord snaps. And here we go through the pool of the seraphim with the star, to restore us and wash us from the earth's 3D density. And you see how the star and the sun, they are both the beginning and the ending. Because even if you stay in your dark form, as I've just said, that dark soul will eventually be broken up, and a new soul will come from there. Yes, Vivian, I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm just going to get you some comments here. Yes, we need to lift our vibration. It is so important for us to lift our vibration, because the more light we can shine through, the more we can wave out the darkness. And if we vibrate on a higher level, then it is absolutely, absolutely amazing. Because that is why, and I'm repeating it, that is why, because there is so much light coming through at the moment. And it's not just me saying it, it's I've listened to different people, and I can actually see it around us. And we actually had a conversation over the weekend, and it was like, why does it seem that there is just so much bad going on at the moment? And it's like, because light is being shone onto that, and it is weeding out all of that. When you look at a garden, for example, and it is overgrown, you might see hundreds and thousands of weeds there. But the minute, because they start growing from underneath and they start popping up, and you see the weeds coming through, and the weeds can overwhelm a garden, and it can look like there's so much weeds. But the minute you go in and you start pulling the weeds out, you will start seeing the garden, and the garden will actually start looking beautiful, even though the weeds was trying to cut out the light from there. But one by one, you pull one weed out at a time, and it actually starts letting the light through. And the more light comes through and more these other plants can flourish, the more it will fill up the garden and the less chance there will be of weeds to come through. I hope it makes sense. Um, Now, let's link this into the solstice. And the solstice is a literal cosmic reset button. As the sun pauses, it's almost tearing up an artificial 3D grid. And it is flooding the planet with uncorrupted source frequency that starves out these parasites. And today we are weaving a dual hemisphere shield. And I'm going to say we invoke the northern summer pillars, the peak, the solar fire, to burn away every horizontal cord these dark souls have attached to their field. And simultaneously, we invoke the summer winter pillar, the deep, fertile stillness of the shadow. And the matrix requires your emotional reaction to feed on your luge. So by turning inwards and stepping into absolute silence and refusing to engage with 3D drama, you become invisible to their radar and you starve them out. I hope that makes sense, because life has become, with social media and everything, it's all very reactionary. It is, we see something that pops up and we immediately want to react, and it gets us angry and it gets us upset. And what does that do to you? It actually drains you of your energy and it feeds into their dark energy. That is why when I sometimes get a negative comment on the channel, and I do get them, I just hide them from you guys very, very quickly, because I don't want to bring that negative energy into our space. I never go on the attack with them. I thank them for their comment. I stay polite, and I just advise them that, you know what, maybe this is not a platform for you. If you don't find it ideal for you, then move on. Let's proceed to somewhere else. But don't bring your dark energy into a space that is illuminated, that's got light and love in it. And that is how, well, how does the old saying go? The old saying actually go, I think the old saying actually goes, you catch a lot more flies with honey than vinegar, or something in those lines. So sometimes getting that honey pot out and smearing that honey pot and leaving that honey spoon out is a lot more effective than going on the attack. Because I have learned, I'm just having a sip of water, I have learned the hard way. And it's become a lot more clear to me, because when I was younger, I didn't always listen I listened, but I heard, but I didn't listen. And it's only later in life that I sort of like really started reflecting on it. And I've realized that taking things from a more neutral, but not in a I'm backing down scenario, I'm still straightforward, I'm still honest and to the point, but approach it from a different, softer angle, then that actually works a lot better. Instead of walking in there and going, I demand this, da, 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 you can go in and say, I was thinking maybe we could approach it this way, or maybe we should do it this way. In the last year, I've actually had so much success with products and stuff that I had that were faulty or whatever else. And in the past, I would have just gone and I would have like, boom, this is not right. But I now go in from a different angle and a different approach, and almost make them feel bad. I get more done than you can actually imagine. Now, let us have a look here. I think I'm just going to go a little bit more here into these cards here, and I just want to have a look. If we look here at the sun again, I just want to replace, touch on the sun card here. If we look at the sun here, this is the ultimate outcome of your alignment today. Once that horizontal cord is severed, your energy field snaps back into its organic vertical alignment. And this card represents your direct reconnection to the pool of the seraphim and your true soul family. It shows you the peace, the clarity, and the unshakable spiritual protection waiting for you on the other side of the gateway. You are being reminded that your soul is ancient, eternal, and completely untouchable by the inverted mechanics of the world. Because the world can be inverted sometimes. Then, there is also, if we have a look here, I also just want to touch a bit on the Tower card here. This Tower card here can almost say that this is your active remedy. This card is telling us how to alchemize the dual energy of the solstice to break the block. And this carries a very high fire frequency. If you have a look here, the fire frequency, high fire energy. And the universe is telling you to utilize the northern summer pillar. Stand in your absolute sovereignty. Speak the blinding truth and burn the attachment away without apology. And this card carries a quiet, introspective energy. And you are being called by the southern winter. I hope that this has made sense, because we can break through this Tower card. We can break the hold, but we need to make that decision to break it and break away. And remember that we were all at one point illuminated. Then I also just want to touch here on this Devil card a little bit as well, a little bit further. This is, as I said before, the dark soul of the dense 3D structure that is trying to anchor us, trying to keep us bound. And this is when we feel that feeling of unexplained draining, that sudden drop of confidence, or that clinical conflict that feels entirely manufactured. And this card confirms that the opposition you are facing is a reflection of your weakness. It is a horizontal projection targeting your vertical light. And it is trying to provoke you into anger, fear, and harvest it for fuel. Acknowledge it, but don't feed it. Return to the balance. Return to the balance. Go out, have a walk. When you feel like you want to explode, just walk away from it. Because you don't want to give the dark souls your energy. And the matrix is artificial. But your light is organic. Never ever forget that 1,000 dark souls cannot extinguish the flame of a single soul connected directly to the source. And I don't know how you guys feel, but if you look here, how I just moved these cards here, and how it just organically just moved from there, and how that just ties in, and that there is hope and healing. There is time for a new beginning. So, what do you guys think? Let's have a look here at some of the comments here. Let me just pop back here and just have a look here. Oh, is it Father's Day? Where is it Father's Day, Jennifer? Is it Father's Day? Oh, yes. I completely forgot. In South Africa, it's also Father's Day. Oh, yes. Okay. I completely forgot about it. Because I know Father's Day here in New Zealand falls in September sometime. And that always used to throw me completely. But seeing that I don't have a dad anymore, I don't really keep track of these things anymore. But any fathers out there, any grandfathers out there, happy Father's Day. What else have we got? Who else has got something to say here? Hello, Ontario, Canada. How are you doing? Okay, what I'm going to do now is I think what I want to do is I'm going to put these aside, and I'm just going to see if the cards have got to tell us anything. If the cards have got any messages for us. And I'm just trying to see here. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm putting 3 decks in front of me here, and quickly leave me a comment if I should use Egyptian gods, or if I should use the sacred spirit, or if I should use the angel therapy cards to see if they have got a message for us here. Heather, angel, sacred spirit. Okay, let's have a look here. Angel, Egyptian, sacred. Okay, let's have a look here. Sacred, angel. Okay, give me one more. Give me one more. Sacred. Okay, sacred spirit. Okay, sacred spirit. It is. I will probably pull some angel therapy as well, but let's get sacred spirit. Let's see what sacred spirit, and I just want to clear the energy on it. And let's get today's energy into it. Okay, let's have a look. It's actually a good idea. Tactical Cat, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from Sacred Spirit first, and then I will see if Angel Therapy, because they actually do work quite well together, if they are going to work together. I'm going to pull 3 cards, and see what Sacred Spirit has got to tell us here. Oh, that one is flipped over. Okay, I've pulled 3 cards there. Okay, let's have a look here. The first card, align your universe, navigate distractions, channel your knowledge, critical judgment, spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Wow, this actually really tied in so well with today's theme. Let's have a look at this align your universe. And didn't we just say that we are sitting both in the northern and the southern hemisphere? And if we have a look here, it's almost facing north and it's facing south. And there is the entire universe on the outside. And it is telling us that we need to make use of this axis, the solar axis, in order to bring light through the darkness. Look how all the light, all the yellow here, is shining through and breaking through all the darkness. And channel your knowledge, critical judgment. What did we say here? Use your mind, use your crown chakra, and look at how all this light is coming through here. And it is almost like it's telling me that the source is bringing us the light, and we are the light workers here. And this is your spiritual evolution. And this is how you are almost moving from out of the shadows, out of the dark here, into the light. Sorry guys, if you give me 2 seconds, little Munchkin has just woken up and I just want to see what he's doing. I'm just going to put you on mute for 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, I am back. Sorry about that. But he's just woken up and he got stuck on the step and he couldn't get out. So let's come and say hello to the people quickly. I don't know if you guys can see him here, but here we go. Say hello, Munchkin. Say hello, world. Let's have a look here. Say hello. He is quickly saying hello. Very confused at what I'm doing. But yes, there we go. He just said a quick hello, and now let's go. Mwah, there we go. You go play. You go play. Yeah, okay, I don't know what he wants. Sorry, guys. Interruption. I told you interruptions are coming. There you go. There you go. There's your biscuit. There you go. He's now got his biscuit. Sorry, let's get back to this. Yes, that's little Zorro. He quickly just woke up and yes, instead of him biting and barking at my feet, I thought let me introduce him to you, show him to you guys, and give him his vanilla wafer biscuit treat. Okay, but where were we? Sorry about that. Okay, so challenge your, and as I was saying, the spiritual evolution, it is set your heart free. And what did I say in that whole thing? Don't get your heart tied down by this heavy, dense energy. Now, angel therapy. Let's see if the angel therapy is going to tie in with this. I love this angel therapy deck. I love this angel therapy deck. The cards are really beautiful. Let's have a look. Can you please give me 3 cards that will align with the sacred? Okay, they already. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that and that one. Let's see if they align. Let's see if the universe aligns. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. just look at how beautifully they've tied in here. Align your universe, and your body is receiving accurate messages. These cards are just amazing. And then here, indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Channel your knowledge. You might be a person of indigo feeling or indigo aura, and your knowledge is there to become a natural leader, a leader for something, a leader in something or the other. Then your base chakra, and this is the heaviest chakra that you've got, is your base chakra. And I'll let's finish reading here. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances, as your words determine your outcome, your spiritual evolution. And how did I say that I've learned over the years that you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, or whatever that saying was. And just have a look here. This is your base chakra. Your base chakra is your heaviest chakra. And if you sort of sort that out and you align that, it will filter through everything else. And positive thoughts about your home, your career, your finances, and that determines on. So remain positive, because if we remain positive, it will drown out any darkness. Negativity draws negative. Negative and negative. The more negatively you speak about something, the more negative you will attract. The more positive you say, the more positive you will attract. It's just nature. And now, let's see. Maybe Egyptian gods will give us a final message here, and see if it will tie in any which way here. Let me just see what's going on here. I know I did drop these cards the other day. I don't read them in reverse, so if they pop out in reverse, I will have a look here. I will have a look. Yeah, monkey, what are you doing? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's. Okay, the first one out. Order and peace. Faith and wisdom. Exploration. Monkey. Yes, you're interrupting us. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Get it. Okay. He's just running outside now to the back area. The joys of children. Okay. Now, Shu. Order and peace. Align your universe. Look here. Order and peace. Listening to your intuitive feelings. Navigate distractions. And how beautifully it ties in with order and peace. And what did we... And this whole thing is also about the dark souls, light workers. And it's telling me here that order and peace is shining through. But it is up to us. It is up to us to align our universe and receiving the messages. And it is also, and I almost want to say with this, listen to your intuitive feelings. It's almost like listen to that, your feminine side, the softer side of things. Try and cut out that hard, grungy, masculine energy. Try and cut that out. Then, yeah, faith and wisdom. Look how beautifully these tie in together as well. your faith and your wisdom here. Channel your knowledge. Critical judgment. A leader. A leader has normally got wisdom. A leader has normally got faith. A leader normally has knowledge. And in order to be that leader, you need to challenge your faith and your wisdom. Because through faith and through wisdom, we can shine through all the darkness. And then here, spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Let's have a look here. Exploration. Look here how this character here almost looks like he is standing on the precipice of jumping off a cliff or flying up into the universe outside and going to explore. And how your base chakra, it is also here, exploration. Explore new ways of bringing a positive message or bringing positivity into your life. Explore something different to the norm. Find a different way of doing things and approaching things. Explore different genres, different ways of doing things. And what else? I just want to have a look here. The angel numbers have just called me. The angel numbers have just called me, and I just want to see. Angel numbers, can you please tie in for us with today's solstice, northern and southern hemisphere, and with the cards that we got here on the table? Can you give me 3 last cards to show us how we can break through and wipe out all the dark energy and the dark light that is out there, and let the light shine through? Everybody that is here, let the light shine through. And I just love how the light is just keeps on. I've turned these blinds different ways to try and prevent the light from getting on the table, but it keeps finding a way of shining the light through. So clearly the light wants to shine through on us. Okay, cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influences, power, cycle, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control, because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. And isn't the solstice the most amazing time to actually make that change? Do the change and attract good things so you can attract good karma. Monkey? No. Now we are going here with good luck. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. You will have the luck. And it is the right time of the year now. You just need to have the faith and wisdom. And you just need to get your knowledge. Channel your knowledge. Because with this, there is good luck coming for everybody. Unique skills. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed. But practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is the right priority right now. Look here, how this all just ties in together. Your unique skills, your exploration, your spiritual evolution. These cards have just come out so beautifully today here on the solstice, northern and southern hemisphere, winter and summer solstice. These cards have just spoken so clearly to us, and it's just shown us, I think, how it actually all ties in with the dark souls and how we can actually use this time to get rid of all the dark energy. So, Sue, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your super there. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Much, much appreciated. And anything else you guys would want to know? While I've got Mr. Yacker that wants to interfere here with us. Not sure what he wants. He's sitting on the bed looking at me and thinking I'm talking like a crazy person. But just anything else you guys would like to know, just leave me a comment quickly and tell me if there's anything else you would like me to quickly pull a card on or something. Susan, I'm gonna give me a second. I'm just gonna put you guys on mute. I just want to sort him out. Sorry, he just wants to play. I hope you guys can still hear me. Yeah, he just wants to play at the moment. Okay. Anything else? Greenland. Hello, Greenland. How are you doing? It's your national day there. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Cassie, you see you've left a message under the 9 a.m. under the live video subtitle. Please feel free and have a read. Okay, I will do that once we hop off. And I just want to have a look here. Is there anything you guys want to know? Anything you want me to quickly draw another card on before we go, before we say goodbye and we sign off here? Any last messages? Let me have a look here. What else can I pull out? I think what I want to do is, where's my animal spirit? Where is my animal spirit? Here you go. I am going to quickly pull some animal spirit. Seeing that it is the solstice, let's quickly have a look here. Oh, Ben, I'm so glad that you learned something from everything. I'm glad that I can show you guys things in my own little way. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Animal spirit. I'm just going to turn this around. B, productivity. It is time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunity. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go and what it will take to get there. And this is actually really such a good time because in the south we actually going we're starting to go out of this hibernation and we're starting to build up to our summer, and you guys in the north are starting to wind down. So it's maybe a good time to start having to look, what can we complete now, what can we do now to get it out of the way. Maybe you want to get the roof painted or the fence painted or something in those lines before winter comes, or redo your driveway, or or start planting your bulbs, or whatever. And here with us is, what can we actually do now before we hit summer, while the temperatures are still a little bit cooler, while we actually been having, I'm just digressing here, we've actually been having amazing weather for this time of year in Auckland. Normally it's raining, but we've absolutely had the most beautiful days. Very cool in the evenings, but not much rain. So I think just enjoy it as long as you can. What other message have we got here? Sheep, innocence. You are encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful, and consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with the innocence and the vulnerability in you. And just look how beautifully this ties in with the dark souls. What did I say in the beginning? I said right in the beginning there that we are all from true one source. And if we look at the sun card, it's just absolute innocence, absolute joy. Just get in touch with that little bit of an inner child in you. And it's amazing how sometimes you can just be a little bit silly, and that's why sometimes I get a little bit silly as well when I do my video recordings. It just brings so much good to the soul. And this one jumped out. Kangaroo. For our Aussie viewers, here's the kangaroo. A 9-month cycle is at play. Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit you. Commit fully to it. You have all the strength and stamina you need, as long as you move forward and not backwards. And this is such an amazing message, because if you start with something now, if you plant now, if you start prepping your gardens now, by spring and by summer you will have amazing gardens. Beautiful things will happen. If you are in winter now as well, if you start preparing for certain things to be set in place so that when winter comes, you are not caught off guard, go for it. If you're starting to plan something new, if you want to start a new project, just go with it and take it slowly, take it easy. And adaptability. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. Again, how did I say? Don't go in there fists bumping and everything else, because then you attract the dark energy. You attract dark. You are feeding the dark. You are feeding dark energy. But if you approach things lightly and with caution, then you attract light. And if you have a look here, both the dragonfly and the bee, they have got wings that they can spread, that can fly. And they both need the sun, and they are both needed to be in the sun to shine. Because whenever you look at a dragonfly, when the sun catches its wings and its body, it's got these beautiful bright colors, and it just cuts everything out. And then with this kangaroo and the sheep here, a sheep is purity, it's innocence. And then your cycle here. And what did we say right in the beginning? Dark forces try always and attach themselves to the innocent and to animals. Protect your young, protect the innocent. And that, my friends, I would say is all that I've got to say today. And I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I went a little bit off script here towards the end, but I just thought let's just see what the cards have got to tell us. And thank you for everybody who's watched. Thank you for everybody that has joined. And I'll link in the description box and in the community post the shop and the buy me a coffee stuff where there's all the freebies. I'm busy working on the July free newsletter at the moment. So that will be coming up as well. I'm still working on finalizing my own tarot card decks. I've had to sort of put it a little bit on the side because of other things that I'm doing. And I'm hopefully going to be expanding the shop range as well as a little bit. Have a look. There's some beautiful jumpers out now, and they come with hoodies for winter. I know you guys are moving towards. It's maybe the right time now for you to start buying for your winter in the north. And we're in the middle of winter now. They are double fleeced hoodies, and they come literally from, I think it is small right up to 6XL or something in those lines. I've got some little key rings that's on its way, and I'm busy working on getting some more of my personal artwork of photographic art that I do on canvas and stuff as well. There's already 2 of them in the shop. Go and have a look at it, and you can download it. Thank you very, very much, everybody. And is there anybody that I missed here? Let's have a look and see. I think, hello, Sky. I only spotted you now. Thank you very much, Sky. I've only spotted you now. I got so engrossed with everything that I was doing. Yeah. You all have an amazing day. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. I miss you guys when I'm not around you. And that's why over the weekend I did some very strange quickies in the car for you. And I did like flattened my stomach on the floor on a walkway by the river. So yes, that was me bringing you guys all the bits and bobs. Speak to you soon. Signing off. Love you lots. Goodbye.